So let me let you check it out. And there's my neighbor again from Yamaha. And then we can actually go and walk through Knobcon a little bit. Why not? Just leave the other cameras recording. Hello. So I'm just walking through here. So look at all this stuff. Whoa. I want this stuff. Nice little doper system. I think I've heard of that company. And it looks like Roland's here. And 4MS. I think Ralph Barton's here from 4MS. Not sure where he is, but he's probably around. Let's see. Just walking through here. You guys might be interested in this. This is the new Gamma Wave Source. Just a prototype. That's Tyler. Very talented musician. He'll be playing tonight at Knobcon.
What was that?
You'll be playing tonight at Knobcon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And there's William from WMD. There's a few other little modules going around. This is my buddy Oliver, who's probably outside smoking a cigarette. And tell me your name again?
I'm Taylor.
This is Taylor. He's with Enclave and what's the other one? Encore. Elite. Sorry. Elite Modular. So there you go. Very beautiful cases. You want to talk to people out there?
How's it going out there? I don't know what to say.
Well, just tell us about the cases.
Well, all right. We've got our bread and butter here. This is our 6U. It's the portable. It's lightweight. You got the nice coating here. They make noise. You got the power boards, make noise boards. It's good stuff. But what's new and what's exciting is that we have these new conversion tops. So when you're done with that, and when that's filled up, your 6U right there, you can just come over here and switch out the tops, and then have a whole new 6U, and then have room for at least one stackable in there too.
Oh, cool.
So that's really cool. That's the new thing we got, and then we got that Richard Devine 416 portables. They're still prototyping, but they'll be out soon, probably by the end of the year.
Awesome. Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go show them the rest of the conference here. Thanks. All right, so here's some more stuff. And this is Dwarfcraft devices right here. Nice little Pittsburgh setup. Speaking of Pittsburgh, there he is. He's got a nice little setup right there. New modules. Oh, there's Ralph from 4MS standing right in front of him. I was wondering where he was. And as we walk around, these are the guys from Synth City here in Chicagoland. Got a nice little setup going. If you're ever in Chicago, pay a visit to Synth City. Great bunch of guys. And here we have Earthquaker devices. If you were lucky enough to attend Knobcon this year, they actually inserted some very great mints in there. Because as you know, musicians and hygiene, not to stereotype or anything. And let's see, this is a very beautiful modular. Looks like 5U. Pretty cool. And here we have Make Noise. Let's take a look at what we got over here. So we got a Rix Mix and a Teleharmonic. That's new. Different colors. How you doing? And just going around, and we got even more Earthquaker devices. Look at that. Yes, you have arrived to guitar pedal heaven. And this is it. So here we're walking along. There's my buddy Leslie and his beautiful wife. There we go. Some more modular stuff. Roland. I'm not quite sure what this is. If anyone knows what this is, please post it on YouTube. Got some pretty cool little necklace. Let's see, it's called, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, but there we go. Nerd Bling. Just what any synth guy needs. So here we are. A little further. Sorry, my hand's kind of shaky. I did my yoga this morning, but you know, It's not really helping my wrists. So here we have Z-Log Modular. There's some pricing information. And let's see. Oh, nice wood panels. Pretty cool stuff. Got a nice little LZX system here too. Even more LZX. Oh, this is Nick's system. Where is Nick? Well, he'll turn up. Here's a Qubit, and also a set of the core drum machines here. We got Mark Verbos from Verbos Electronics. There we go. Synth Guru. And then we have, let's see, Infinite Sun. Wow, those are some cool visuals. I have to show you some of this. Okay, if you're epileptic, do not watch the rest of this video. I think I may have to come back and buy that. And here we have the Roland Modular. Pretty cool setup. Just walking through Knobcon, Circuit Abbey. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good. I'm walking everybody through Knobcon.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you want to tell them anything?
Yes, I'm Scott from Circuit Abbey, and we're showing off our new skip here, which is all about guitar or bass processing and giving you a very unique set of tiles and options to interface with them. So you can basically, as a guitarist, take effects and the way you use them and manipulate them in ways that you could never do with a standard foot pedal, you know, just a standard stuff.
Pretty cool. And that's all these down here along the bottom, right?
Yes, sir.
So you patch them in here and then the outputs are down here?
Yep, and they're quarter-inch interfaces for the tiles, and the tiles use a one-cable solution for both signal and power, and they have a 2x3 shrouded connector on both the tile and the jack board, and installing the tile is super easy.
Sweet. I may have to move into a new house to get all this gear in there. And here we have Synthrotek's little station right here. Thomas Fang, if you know him. Moving right along, Division 6. You always had such beautiful lights. You did that lighted sign at the Muffwiggler show too, right? The big one? Yeah. It's pretty. And here, of course, Novation, synthesizers. Flight of Harmony. Black Market. So here's some more stuff. I hope when I go back to my table, everything's still there. So here's just a quick look at some of their stuff right here. And here we have hex inverters table. Not sure where he is. This is a very beautiful significant other. Moving right along. Art for the Ears Limited. Synth and amplifier cases. Check them out. You'll have to excuse the quality of the shakiness, but at least you're getting a look at the entire meet. This is John Sonnenberg. You may know him better as the guy that lost his patch that he had left for, I think it was several years or something like that on. If you look up that article, you'll find it online, I guarantee you. It's a nice little beat. Some Archangels. Running a big old 5U. There we go. So we got some, the Holy Trinity of Electron right there. Got Suit and Kai Guy set up right there. Love the purple case. I think I could have a whole room with that just purple right there. And then we're back to qubit. Now we're coming from the other side. This is Lance. You want to tell people about your sequencer?
Which sequencer?
Any of them. Switch or the.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I got here. This is an octave voltage control switch. Basically, you have 8 switches that are bidirectional, either 2 input, 1 output, or 1 input, 2 output. If nothing's in the common input, it's a gate output. It has a normal signal. The top 4, they're latching, so if you send it a gate, it'll switch. You send another one, it'll switch back. The bottom 4 are momentary, so they're only active when you're touching or sending it a gate. I just have these packs kind of as a clock divider there, and then these are triggering some envelope generators.
Is this an expander to it right there?
No, so this is part of a new system I'm coming out with. So this is a CV distribution system. So I have a driver module that has 8 inputs that drives the bus, and then I have a receiver module that receives the voltages from the bus. So on this setup, I have the one driver driving these 4 outputs up here. And so in between the driver and receiver, I have a couple modules you can use to manipulate the voltages. So I have an 8-channel attenuverter, and then I have a quad 8-to-1 multiplexer. So you can select any of the 8 inputs and send it to the output. You have voltage control over that. Also, on the back side, there's a header to where these 4 outputs can replace the bus signals. So with 2 of them, you can create an 8x8 switch matrix. So any of the 8 inputs can be routed to any of the 8 outputs. And then I have a mute module, so I just muted all the modulation up here. I can bring in individual tracks, switch them on the fly.
And that's attached to your bus module?
Yeah, so these all connect to the bus, and each module rebuffers the CV signal so there aren't any losses. And so I have basically all my CV generators down on the bottom of the case here, running all the CV into here, and then I have all my audio generation and manipulation up here. So I kind of have some voices set up to where I have a module kind of in between. It really simplifies the patching, and then with the multiplexing, you can really switch around your signals really easily. And under CV control, so you could actually, if you had a programmer, like a sequential programmer, you could, like a pressure points or something like that, you could actually have presets for routing.
Wow.
And then also, I have another one here where I'm just using my trigger signals. So I have triggers going into the input, through 2 multiplexers, through the mutes, and then the triggers are output here. So I can select different trigger streams from different sources, all under voltage control, and send them to the output destinations. I also have these are just prototypes. I'll be redesigning these soon. It's basically a modulator, a low frequency modulator. Digital, it's variable from 12-bit to 3-bit. It has a glitch to where you can, it's like kind of a wavetable sort of. Frequency control. You have a play and pause, so it'll stop oscillating. You have a not, so if it's not oscillating, you press that, it'll start oscillating. You have a gate input for that. And also you have a range control, so really low frequency, mid, high frequency.
Wow.
Pulse width modulation input, CV over the bit depth, the glitch. You have a straight input for the frequency and then an attenuated input. And I think that's about it for that. You have a reversing sync and also a reset. So it's pretty fun to glitch stuff out and modulate it. If you're at a low bit rate and a low frequency, it kind of turns into a step sequencer kind of modulation.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty fun.
So it's similar to a bit crusher, or it is a bit crusher.
Well, yeah, this is the bit depth, so that crushes it from 12 to 3-bit.
Yeah.
The redesign will only be 8-bit because I can't hear the difference between 12 and 8. So
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
it adds a lot of extra circuitry, so I'm just going to simplify the design.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for showing us that. I'm going to go show them the rest of this stuff. Thanks, Lance. And here we have low gain electronics. Very beautiful Macbeth synthesizer as well. There he is. I know he's got some cool stuff to show, but it looks like he's busy right now. And here we have Great Lakes Modular. Very interesting and exotic modular synthesizer. And looks like this is a very big Harvestman system. Well, no, it's just orange. Sorry, got confused. I see orange and I think Scott Harvestman. And here we have Bastel instruments. Very interesting little Eurorack modules. Look at that compact format. Amazing. And if you were lucky enough to come to Knobcon, you actually received some of the little one space blank panels. So pretty cool stuff. I think we've gone through everything here now. Let's make sure. I don't want you to miss anything. Cyclone Labs.
Yeah, lots of fun stuff.
There we go.
I love it. It's fast.
Well, let's wander back around. Sorry. And now we're headed back to the front. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully everything's still there. And Mickey Delp. And there's Ralph. How you doing? We have Hammond is here. Not a lot of traffic on that side. There we have Grove Audio. These are very beautiful modules. And I thought I saw Synthesis Technology here, but maybe not. There's Arturia. How you doing? How's it going?
Good, man. What's your name?
Raul?
Josh.
Josh.
Sorry, pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Definitely.
So this is the BeatStep Pro, huh?
Step Pro. I got it running right now. I got it running right now through Ableton. So. So this is controlling Fab Filter Twin. I got raw on channel 3. So I'm sequencing 1, 2, and 3 tracks, all from this. I haven't set it up to control live. I might do that tomorrow. And then also tomorrow I'm going to be sequencing all the synthesizers through this.
Oh, cool.
Live. Wanted to kind of split it up so I'm not overloaded.
So you're going to use the MIDI notes to trigger the stuff that's in Ableton?
Well, right now I'm using this to trigger Ableton.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to hear.
No, I meant like the values of the CVs, like to trigger the.
I'm going to do all that later.
Sweet.
I got here a little late. What can I say?
Yeah, I know the configuration in live is a
All
little.
my cables somehow disappeared. I don't know. I'm not blaming. It's just whatever. So
Yeah.
He's either going to bring me some or I'll bring some more tomorrow. I
Yeah.
got thousands of them.
All right, it was good talking to you. Yeah, good to meet you. Here we go, Yamaha. Again, Novation. And then Erica Synths. That's some very beautiful synthesizers over here. I don't know if I came over here yet. So here's their line of modules. Graphic VCO. So you can see that. Very good sounding too. So if you like your modules black, here you go. Got a graphic sequencer, matrix mixer, looks like a Wogglebug, ADSR, black CV processor, black LFO. Let me see if I can focus for you. ADSR, envelope generator. If you've never been to Knobcon, you need to come. More and more people come every year, and it's starting to get kind of insane. There's another little small setup, and then of course Foxtone Music is in the house as well. There we go. And just kind of moving right along. Looks like everything's still in place. You gotta love this community. Got some microphones over here. And so that in a nutshell, there's the two virtuosos known as Synth Freak. Check out their YouTube channel. Now let's go check out what's going on outside. So here we have where you register. And I'm going to pause for a moment, and then maybe we'll go check out the quiet room.